BookTube. I just wanted to film a quick intro for the video you're about to watch. This month's face mask and favorite book. I read like 10 books from the time I read this favorite book to the time of filming it. I apologize. I am still learning what I'm doing here and definitely going to have better notes. It's a freaking hot mess. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. But I'm still excited to talk about my favorite book from January. It is A Court of Mist and Fury, so if you've read that, you know it's good. And I did use a really nice face mask. I liked that in this video. But coming soon, future face masks and favorite books will be a little more organized, and I'm gonna have to pay more attention. It's hard when you're reading so many books and you're not sure which is gonna be your favorite. So yeah. I have a new system in place to make sure it's a little more organized. So I hope you enjoy this hot mess video. Thank you for watching. Hi BookTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Stephanie at Steph Lives in Pages, and welcome to our second face masks and favorite books, where I put on a new face mask and talk about my favorite book from the previous month. This month it's February, which honestly it took me so long to find a face mask. I finally just went to Target and grabbed one. Okay, I didn't realize that this would be the difficult part of face masks and favorite books. Like, I read the book, I know which one I loved the most last month, and now I gotta find a face mask. So if you are a face mask connoisseur, comment below and let me know which ones you like. Make my life a little bit easier maybe, I don't know. First and foremost, the book that I loved the most last month was A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I read it on my Kindle. I had bought it when it was on sale. It's a part of a 4-book e-bundle. It was like $4 or something like that, which was insane. I think I had some credits. I think it was like $6, whatever. But I got all 4 of the ACOMAF series books for like $4, which was crazy. The mask I grabbed at Target is Forever. This is what it looks like. 4K, more exfoliating, fermented enzyme, acid radiance mask, which I need radiance. I am like, I want Botox. Because it's fermented, it has 4 times the resurfacing power of regular AHAs, designed to stimulate as it exfoliates. We've also added red algae, a potent antioxidant, and turmeric, known for its anti-inflammatory powers. Oh, the results are an immediate and noticeable glow, ideal for when you need a quick pick-me-up and want to fake a just back from vacation vibe. So we'll see. I mean, I got my Outer Banks tie-dye shirt on, so let's fake the vacation. Apply a thick layer to clean dry skin. Leave on for 15 or 20 minutes. A tingly sensation is totally normal. Okay. So I'm gonna go wash my face and then we will be back to talk about A Court of Mist and Fury for like 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, so I didn't take you to the bathroom this time. So the mask, you can't even see. It's clear. It doesn't even really, there's like a slight, like I can kind of tell something's on my face, but I really can't feel anything. This is what the tube looks like. It's tiny. It doesn't really have a strong scent. You can see it's a little, it has like a little pink tinge to it, but so far it just feels like, it doesn't feel tight like a peel-off mask or anything. But anyway, so there's the mask. Let's talk A Court of Mist and Fury. Here she be. So like I said, I got this one as a 4-book bundle, so I don't have the physical book, but I do own it. It took a lot of self-control for me not to go out and buy the physical book. Consumerism. I'm like, you don't need it. You literally own it. You don't need to hold the physical book just because you're making a YouTube video about it. Okay, Stephanie? Okay. So here she is. She's so beautiful. This book was actually super amazing. So I almost said loved. I didn't love A Court of Thorns and Roses. I liked A Court of Thorns and Roses. I was fully Team Tamlin. I thought Tamlin was great. Oh, there's that tingly sensation that they were talking about on the box. I was fully Team Tamlin. I was like, Book Talk doesn't know what they're talking about. Tamlin's great. Tamlin is not great, okay? A Court of Mist and Fury, I was screaming. There was when Feyre was literally upset with Rhysand and was like trying to fight whatever feelings she was feeling for him, I was literally, the tension I was feeling, I was like mentally begging her to just freaking touch him. I love Rhysand. He's amazing. There's the map, isn't it so pretty? Listen, I only read this book last month and I could already reread it. It was so good. I get the chapter 55 hype now. Chapter 54 though is very emotional and seriously amazing. We love chapter 55 because of the spice factor and how amazing it is, but chapter 54, it's really... A Court of Mist and Fury is when I fell in love with the series. So like I said, I liked A Court of Thorns and Roses. I liked the story, I liked the world building, I liked the characters, I liked Perinthian, I liked everything that was happening. Fae, I like how everything's described, I like the power hierarchies and stuff. That being said, I wasn't like thrilled. I guess that's why, one of the reasons I should have known that I didn't truly love Tamlin, because I'm a very obsessive person, so I should have just known. I will say that at the end of A Court of Thorns and Roses, when they were standing out on the balcony after Amarantha's reign, after they defeated her, and they're standing out on the balcony, and Rhysand, I think I highlighted it. Hold on. So this is in A Court of Thorns and Roses, but it's when Rhysand stared at me for long enough that I faced him. Be glad of your human heart, Feyre. Pity those who don't feel anything at all. Rhys. I couldn't explain about the hole that had already formed in my soul. Didn't want to, so I just nodded. Well, goodbye for now, he said, rolling his neck as if we hadn't been talking about anything important at all. He bowed at the waist, those wings vanishing entirely, and had begun to fade into the nearest shadow when he went rigid. His eyes locked on mine, wide and wild, and his nostrils flared. Shock, pure shock, flashed across his features at whatever he saw on my face, and he stumbled back a step. Actually stumbled. What is, I began. He disappeared, simply disappeared, not a shadow in sight, into crisp air. In that part of A Court of Thorns and Roses, that is when I highlighted it, okay? And typically in my Kindle books, I don't highlight a whole lot, but I highlighted it because I was like, they're mates. They're mates. I knew it. The surreal, whatever, however you say that out loud, he didn't even have to tell me. I already knew. So towards the end of A Court of Thorns and Roses, I was already Team Rhysand. I was mad at Tammy for a few things, but when we're getting ready for the wedding and she's in the hideous dress, no one's listening to her. No one is paying her any attention. They're treating her like she just saved you. She saved all of you. She is the reason you guys are free, and you're treating her with like basically putting her in a padded room. She can't do anything by herself. She can't do anything for herself. Even her wedding, she's not getting any say. She's basically a prop, okay? When she is walking down that aisle and she hesitated, I was literally holding my breath. I wish I would have been recording my reaction when Rhysand showed up to the wedding and was like, hello, Feyre darling. I was screaming, okay? Oh, wow, this is really nice. Absolutely screaming. I was so excited. I was so happy that he showed up. Everybody else was mad, but I was like, yes, 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 yes. The flowers, they didn't listen to her. She was wearing the hideous dress. She didn't want red, but there was red. Like, that was the beginning of the end for me. A Court of Mist and Fury was really more so a breezy read. One thing about reading this series is things get resolved fairly quickly, okay? So I am a Zodiac Academy fan, so Zodiac Academy like really drags things out and makes you sweat for a period of time. I feel like in this series, and I wish I had an example to name, but like things happen and then a couple pages later things resolve. And maybe it's like a longer stretch of time or something like that, and it's supposed to be a longer period of time. But things, you don't sweat it out. And A Court of Mist and Fury was a breezy read. I think Feyre overreacted to finding out from the serial that Rhysand was her mate, but maybe that's just because I love Rhysand and I don't know. I love Rhysand. I was just rereading the part after they got to the night court, after he showed up at the wedding, and Feyre, just shut up and love him. He is a gem, a selfless, beautiful, wonderful, absolutely loving man, and I just love Rhysand. The thing I loved about A Court of Mist and Fury is, so A Court of Thorns and Roses, I feel like you get introduced to the story and the beefy parts of the plot, and then we get A Court of Mist and Fury, and it was really character developing, like Feyre and learning about being High Fae, and Rhysand, you learn so much more about Rhysand. You get to meet Cassian and Azriel and Morgan and Amren, all these people, and the bond and the family unit that they have is just so sweet. And yes, there were trials and stress and things going on, but I really love how they always come back together and solve things together, and the bond between the three Bat Boys is really refreshing. I love them very much in A Court of Mist and Fury, but just to take a quick sidetrack, A Court of Frost and Starlight, that book is just so heartwarming. I love the Christmas scene and the snowballs and stuff. I just love the three Illyrian babies so much. I forget what I was saying. Screw Tammy. I also love when we get to see Valeris, the City of Starlight. Basically, I love A Court of Mist and Fury because you get to learn so much about Rhys and the Illyrian babies. I love them. I just love their stories. I'm currently reading A Court of Silver Flames, and I love Cassian. Love him. So here are my January reads. I did give A Court of Mist and Fury 5 stars, and I don't give 4 stars is like really high for me. I save 5 stars for particular stories. Like I have to be borderline changing my personality obsessed with a book to give it 5 stars, which that happened to me in A Court of Mist and Fury. Amazing character development, better than ACOTAR. I love Rhysand. I hope Feyre rips Tamlin's gaslighting ass to shreds is what I wrote. I actually love this about my tracker is it has one spot for my favorite book of the month, which is really convenient since we're doing favorite book and face masks. Something I need to work on is making better notes. We are 16 minutes into this video, so I am gonna go wash this off. It feels really nice, but obviously it's still on, so there's a layer on my skin. Let me go wash this off. Okay, so my skin, it feels really nice and smooth actually. So again, here's the mask. I got it at Target. It is cleaner ingredients, which I love. It says use once a week to get your glow back. I like the mask. Give it probably like a 3 or a 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for The Court of Mist and Fury. I'm sorry I was a little rambly. I finished A Court of Mist and Fury the 3rd of January, and it's now February 18th. It took me so long to pick a mask, and I've read like 16 books since I read A Court of Mist and Fury, I will definitely, not try, I will definitely do better about having formulated notes to talk about my favorite book for next month. And do better about that, because this was a little rambly and not really that great. But we only have a couple days left of February, and I'm still not really sure what my favorite read is. I did give Beach Read a 5-star so far this month, which, now that I'm thinking back, is it more of a 4-star? But it was a really good book. I would definitely recommend it. But I recommend all my 4 and 3-star books too, and my 2 stars. Maybe not 1 stars, but thank you so much for joining me for this month's face mask and favorite book. I hope you join me next month. I'm going to be trying a new mask again, because this is my excuse to try and take better care of this almost 30-year-old face. My skin is going to be 30 soon too, so gotta start taking skincare a little more seriously. But what better way to do that than use talking about my favorite book of last month as an excuse to try a new face mask. Thank you so much for sticking with me for this video. I hope you join me next month. Please like this video, post a comment with your favorite book from last month or this month, or give me a face mask recommendation. I would love that. And let's be friends on TikTok and Instagram at @StephLivesInPages. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye.